really, really good movie about the Pacific Northwest and the music scene in Seattle, like from the early '80s to the mid '90s. It really captures what it was like to be there. Hype. It's a really good one. Okay, I'll answer one more. Yes, you right there in the middle. Yeah. Sure. Well, I mean, there's plenty left. I mean, you have to have hope, you know. You can't just like, I'm not gonna throw away my instruments because music is dead. Well, I mean, like, look, I still discover new bands that I think are the coolest fucking bands in the world. Like, someone will make me a mix CD, and I'll hear a band I've never heard and think, why have I never heard this band before? They're fucking amazing. And then I get really into them, and then I discover another band, and it still happens, you know? It's just, I think the thing is, when you fall in love with music, it's usually because you fall in love with the artist, or the person making the song. I read this little funny article the other day about meeting your heroes. Like, you should never meet your heroes, you know, because you've already fucking met them, you know, when you hear their music. Like, why would you ever need to meet Bob Dylan? Read his, no, I'm serious. Like, oh yeah, I guess to brag, but like, but why would you ever need to meet anyone? If they're a real artist and they're singing from the heart, well then you've already fucking met them, you know? So I think it's important that the future of music is people. It has nothing to do with the technology. It really doesn't, if you think about it. I mean, there was music long before there was electricity, like, and there'll be music long after all of us are gone. It's not going to go away, but it's just, and you'll be able to find it. It'll always be there. It'll be in the fucking pub down the street. It'll be on the side stage. It'll be on the fucking calling Reading stage. Whatever. Like, it's always gonna be there. And so, I always tell this story because to me it makes the most sense. I gave my daughter Beatles box set, like the vinyl box set. I came home with it. She's 6. I come home with this Beatles box set, and she already loves it. I brainwashed her. She already loves the Beatles. And I come home with this box set, and it's this fucking huge box, you know, weighs 50 pounds. She looks at it, she's like, oh, what is that? I said, Boo, this is the box set. Like, check it out. A vinyl. I open it up, and there's records, and she's holding them like, you know, it's not a little thing, and it's not like an icon on your fucking iPod. It's like, she's like, oh my God, and she's opening it up, and so I take the record player, and I put it in her room, and I show her how to do it. I'm like, okay, take it out of the sleeve, and you put it on, and you put the needle down, and be careful, there's 2 sides to it, and here's where it says the songs. And so, I show her how to do it, and then I leave the room, and I come back an hour later, and she's in there by herself, she's dancing to Get Back, and all the record covers are on the floor, and it's the exact same experience that we had when we were kids with record players. Like anyone, for the last 50 fucking years, it's the exact same experience. So, that experience had some sort of like emotional quality to it for her. It was like discovering it. Wow, you can hold it, flip it over, and it wasn't just like, nope, I don't like that one, nope, I don't like that one, nope, I don't. It was like, she was doing something, and she was responding to it exactly like we did when we were kids. Which to me was a good example of how, you know, the world changes. Like, you can actually get in the way of progress, and you can't give up hope. But we'll always be human beings. Like, we'll still be people. We're not robots, we're human beings. And so that same experience, as impractical as it may seem today, by today's standards, is an entirely human experience. And she has it the same today as it was being had 50 years ago or whatever. So I think that'll happen forever. It's just a matter of, you know, it's a matter of connecting emotionally to music. And once You know, once music is like some one-dimensional thing that's thrown at you with fucking like cologne commercials and shit like that, and that's it, then you're in trouble. But as long as there's still people with instruments in your face singing about something entirely real that you connect to, well then, we're fine.
Yeah.
You gotta have hope, though.
What if we're not fine?
What's what?
What if we're not fine? We're all fine.
We'll be fine.
All right, well, I think that's...
Buy the new Foo Fighters record.
Do you need to get plugins for the film, gratuitously?
No.
No? Okay.
I don't know.
Just checking.
Okay.
When's it out?
With the movie?
Yeah.
Well, right now it's
Well, you do need to get the gratuitous one.
it's kind of already out, Phil.
Okay. But in physical form.
Physical form, I think it's March 12th. I think is when the DVD picks comes out. What's that?
Any gigs coming up?
Got one tomorrow night.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, you guys need tickets, huh? It's got Brent right there. Everybody's just figuring out.
All right, well, I think all that's left for me to do is to ask you all to show your appreciation